Hi, this is Rick from Doomsday Tank Models. Doing another update. I'm going to do an update on the Frankenstein KV2 turret. I've painted it, decaled it, and sealed it. So we're at the point where I'm going to leave it alone. I did some, you can see this on other videos from other modelers. The oil dot method of different oil colors, and then brush them very lightly with the oil thinner. And it kind of gives you a different look to your models. It gives you more depth, perhaps more focus points on those details you work so hard, and brings them to light. So I also am going to incorporate what I've used shopping with my wife. We go to different places, clothing stores, Ross, that kind of thing. I tend to find things that I can incorporate in my hobbies, and maybe you do the same thing. We say, I can use that in my hobbies. Well, I do that a lot. I use lipstick holders and things like that to put my oil paints in. So I'm just going to dive right in and show you what I'm talking about. So these are the lipstick holders right here. You can see. And then you just, it perfectly, if you get the right one, maybe take an oil tube with you when you go, when it just perfectly holds it up there. And I suggest you put them in this way with the cap up, because you see more of the color along the collar, so you know what you're grabbing, and you can go from there. I also have another lipstick holder combo, and I have my weathered pencils that I hold up in the back. And this section right here is kind of what I have for flesh tones when I do have the nerve to do figures, which I'm not very good at, but I'm willing to learn like everybody else out there. Just once in a while I use a figure. I don't do dioramas. I just don't have the room for them or the talent. I like to make my models in more of a tank model museum kind of thing on my shelves. So let me just take you through. This is the tank turret that I finished for the KV2. And you'll notice I did some color modulation with that, with the oils, dragged them down. I also, when I was done, did a little on each detail, the hatch covers, the vision ports, and just accented a little more of the green, the Russian green, into it. And I also made details with the rivets. I don't know what the heck my camera's focusing on, but so be it. There we go. The little rivets tend to pop out when you just give a little variation in the main color of your vehicle, and really makes it pop. Anything you can, when you have it on your shelf, even to people that don't do your hobby, and that'll probably be most of your visitors to your home, but they can appreciate the artistic part of it if you have some details that bring their eye to it, and maybe even bring an interest to it. Would they want to do it themselves, or every time they come over, hey, what do you got that's new? I'd love to see that stuff again. That was pretty cool. Anyway, some things I've done too, just because my brain just won't let go of things. My wife and I found these spray bottles. They're a smoked glass at Target. Two of these for like, I don't know, $3, something like that. I showed you the Instaset that I use for super glues. Made in America, if you're interested. Very good company. And I did it because the spray pattern is a little smaller in these than it is for the stock ones. And this was the stock bottle, and I very carefully took off the label. It's almost like an aluminum label, so it does not, if you got a little patience, it does not peel apart. It peels whole, and I was able to get that straight onto the bottle, so it looks like it was almost shipped that way. So I'm going to be able to use that. I brought front and center for all my tweezers, scissors, and stuff is a little bit closer, so I'm not reaching too far when I need it, when I'm in the middle of something. And then I had to put different things in it so things would set up straight. I'm just absurdly anal about things being quick to grab when I'm in the middle of something. I usually grab all I can remember to put on the surface of my bench here, and then I can use it when I need to. One of the things that I would suggest, and again, I am not in any way a paid advertiser. I appreciate the subscribers that I have and the viewers that I have. I just, as of yet, don't have enough viewership to be considered for that, and that's fine. I appreciate you guys out there immensely. You don't even know. This is Abteilung 502 Mastering Oils, and for the KV2 turret I did, it has very plainly the colors of the oils and also what they're called. And then it has the dot systems on there and how you lay them out. And you can see in the brush, you just kind of take a little of the odorless thinner the Abteilung provides when you buy it separately, of course, and just kind of work it through. Do a segment at a time. I would not suggest. I've seen some models do it and they pull it off very well. They do the dots throughout the whole model and then they brush them in. I think the oils tend to dry out when you bring them down to a small dot version, and you don't want that because there's nothing to spread because it's gone solid on you, so it's no longer viable. So for every scenario that you're going to paint for your tank, it has suggestive colors. You of course can do whatever you want. Think outside the box constantly. That's when you're going to have the fun. So it's something I don't get many of these books just because there's so much available on the internet. But this is something that's very plain, very accessible. That'll be very helpful to it if you decide to go that direction. And I would suggest it. I think it's pretty cool to pursue. I really think it makes the models look a little better, and it makes them pop a little more. I don't know if some of my ideas for the lipstick holders and stuff will be up your guys' alley. You don't have to tell people where it came from. None of their business. I don't mind telling you because I don't care. I just want to get whatever I think is going to help organize things so I know exactly where they're at when I need them, when I'm working this stuff through. So I really, and the weather's getting better here. I'm eventually going to get into things where I show you more of the models that I do. That the turret I just showed you is something I'm just kind of messing around with, trying to get back into painting mode because the weather is getting better. I have about 12 to paint, and now I'm itching to paint. I was in a build mode for several months, and I was just cranking them out. And that was a lot of fun. Like with the metal tracks, the metal barrels, whenever available, I use them. Making my own grab handles, anything I can make in metal. That when I handle my models, I like bringing them down from the shelf and just kind of checking things out. it's a sense of accomplishment for me, and that little kid also, that you shouldn't deny. I don't think we should deny the little kidness. Just don't be the whole kid. That would be my suggestion. I spend too much time in that area, I think. Anyway, I hope not. I just want to make these videos fun. I want to target a lot of people, but I really want to target people that are unsure if they want to get back in the hobby that they were into quite possibly and more commonly as a little kid. I can tell you things are a lot easier now than they were 20, 30 years ago. I would really suggest that if you're on the bubble, if you're on a budget, that's not a problem. Make a selection of one airbrush that's versatile for just about everything you're going to use. And then just don't go crazy on different things you see. And maybe, I'm just going to speak for tanks. Pick maybe your 5 favorite tanks and get those models and have that be your stash. And that's fine. Mine's much bigger. However, I've seen some really massive collections that I know that they won't be able to finish them in their lifetime. In fact, I told a guy that on Facebook. We didn't have and it was a joking back and forth, and I calculated you're going to have to be 300 something years old if you do one model a week to because he gave the number on his posting how many he had, and I can't remember what that was. He had just, even before conversation, decided he's going to sell some. I think that's a good move. Anyway, like I said, if you have an addictive personality, anything can be harmful when you go past that point. I think I've gone past it, but I'm pulling back the reins and just trying to enjoy this hobby for what I have. And I hope I'm producing some stuff here that you guys can really enjoy, get something out of. I know these aren't as professionally done as some modelers. I'll get there, because I'll eventually get tired of doing it in this fashion. Although my brother's side, he thought, oh, that's pretty good. Just keep doing it like that. I like that. We'll see. So I appreciate you watching this. Please, if you like this video or any of my videos, please like and subscribe. I would love to grow my audience, and I would love to make more things that are entertaining to you in some personal way. And I really appreciate everybody out there who's already liked and subscribed to my videos. I really do. Thank you so much, and we will see you very soon. Bye-bye.